Hello everyone, how is it going? In this video we are gonna continue using Auth0 library to handle the authentication. In the last stream I said that I will take it offline and figure out what was wrong with the redirect, but in the end I didn't need to, because if we look at the code very carefully we see that line 76, if you are authenticating, I'm logging in. So this is the reason why I have this login loop. So I've decided not to do anything apart. Usually I don't do anything apart, mostly I code it live. So I decided, okay, let's take it from there. Last time most of the stuff didn't work very well, so we can take it from there and fix this part, and figure out about the rest, like put the user into the store and into the local storage, fetch everything which is related to the user and so on. Maybe we can look on Hasura permissions based on the user, and also some user profile related information. Like right now it shows John Doe as the user, but we can now fetch the username from Auth0, and probably we can do it using Hasura, using remote stitching. So we have a couple of things that we can do. Also, last time I struggled a lot with the rules, and I did a lot of the things off screen, while I could have just do this, but I haven't read everything last time. Like I was rushing it. So you see, you can declare environment variables and they will be available as configuration. So if you check here, come on, load. If we check here, you can see, is something wrong with Auth0? Because weird. So refresh, okay. Come on. If I press edit, okay, I'm inside. So now I can put the admin secret as configuration, Sora admin secret. So this configuration object acts like a process.env, let's say, and yeah, that's actually the only thing which I did offline for this thing. So I would say that we first fix this thing, so the loop that was generating the error, and we take it from here to put the user into the store and fetch the data that is relevant for that user. So I'll save it and I'll start the server. Okay, then just run yarn start. One of the reasons why I use Auth0, because I think I haven't covered it last time, is, well, authentication and security now is a big thing, and it's way easier to delegate this part to someone who does it very, very well, and Auth0 does it very, very well, and they know all the edge cases. You have JWT, you have integrations with different providers, like, where do you have it? Connections, or I don't. Universal login maybe, or I know you can log in with Google or with GitHub or stuff like that. So yeah, here you see Google is activated by default, but yeah, I mean, if you need to do this, you can't really handle everything like this if you do it by yourself. Well, you can, but you would lose a lot of time. Plus, I mean, they know how to handle it in the database. You have these nice rules and all kind of this stuff, which would take so much time, so much time to build it yourself. And yeah, I mean, it's not like if you build it yourself, you won't encrypt the password or something like that, because for sure you won't put it in plain text into the database. But still, I mean, it's time consuming, and to get it right, it's not that easy. So that's one of the reasons why I prefer to use Auth0. So let's take it from here. Okay, so we have, okay, I hope I still remember the password for test1. I think it's test1 test.com. It's 1 2 3 4 A B C D exclamation mark. Oh, it's 1 2 3 4 A B C E. Yeah, I got it right. Okay, so what's the problem that we have? Objects are not valid. Oh yeah, I know why. First, I want to start this, and if you don't mind for 2 seconds, I will update the environment variable for Hasura. That's one of the reasons why it fails. Okay, have it. What? I've just showed it, right? Yeah, oh, if I just showed it. Okay, since I've already shown it, I will change it after, so that's no problem. Okay, so it still uses the old one. That's really weird. Okay, I'll just use this one, and come on, and I will change it afterwards. Okay, let's try again. Okay, so that's not the old one. But then okay, I will probably have to change it again. As far as I know, I have it here, so this should be the one, but I don't really. Okay, so I have admin secret. Okay, we'll put this one. Okay, so this is the one. I will have to change it again and again. But now, let's see. That's weird. I mean, I don't see what the problem is. We are starting on the wrong foot again. You know what, I'm just gonna put it like this for now, because I don't really understand. Okay, so I will make sure to change it next time so that it's not visible. But now, okay, so we know what is authenticated. It seems that it's fetching wrong stuff, but that's okay. Let's console.log the user. Okay, we hide this thing. Okay. Shouldn't I have a user or something assigned? Oh, okay. We can do this again. So let's see. So that's the nickname. And then I guess what we can do is what's okay, let's try it. Oop, no, too big. Normally we should put it into the store. I think we have it because we have it in the store, but I want to also put it into the local storage as current user. And the current user is just I think it's just a nickname. Or no, it's this thing. It's this is the ID that it's in Auth0's database, and that's I think what we need to set. So I think we need to pass the user. So we will say set user as user dot sub. Okay. So here we have this. Same thing we have here. Don't need this thing anymore, I think. And inside the store, we don't need, I think, because current user is Slack clone. No. So what's the defined one? Current user. Okay, so we could say that Could do something like this. The store.user changes. Ah no. If props.user. Right. And then we do this if. Shouldn't be null. And we say so we have props.user. Now I guess it should be fine. I don't know why it doesn't format on save anymore. I think it's something changed in VS Code and Prettier, but I'll check. So what do we have now? Local storage. We have the current user is this one. That's fine. Cool. So stop. Okay, it says create. This one we don't need. So I guess it failed on GraphQL. Because, well, selected channel, there is no one. UUID, I have no idea what it is. So I'm just gonna clean everything up to see how it works. Selected channel. Okay. So we have now, can it join a channel? It will join general. Where's the subscription? Or why is it loading? I mean, is it loading or stuff like this? Okay. Can I add another one, random? Okay, it does work, but missing field. How many times does it call this? I guess that's not okay. Store. Let's see. What are we doing wrong? Well, the thing is, missing field channel in membership. Okay, stop. I have no idea what is causing this issue. So, okay, we have 2 channels. That's fine. I think I should have more messages, don't I? Or did I clean the messages or? Anyhow, not relevant. It seems that this is going fine, but the creation doesn't work very well. So no, I don't want to create. I want to join Vue.js. It definitely seems to be doing something wrong. So I don't know. Let's, I guess, join channel. No, not this one. I wonder, instead of doing this, what happens if I try one-on-one? against. We'll fix this one against this guy. I have the same issue. No error. Then I have it here. So interesting. Does it have to do watch query? No, cache. Network only. Well, this seems to work fine. I think the only problem is that it's inside here. That fetch data, select channel, payload is channel, channel ID, user. So can't really say what the problem is here. Maybe DM create DM channel, join DM channel. Select. I just wonder if I do. Okay, I'm gonna clear this and I'm just gonna join this. So messages, search channel mutation, right? It's okay. The channel is empty. That's the problem, I think. And the fact that it keeps loading and loading. Okay, and this thing, that's not good. It should be, what do we have inside the data? We have the username. I think inside the store we should keep user action. I think we need the user to have a user ID and a username, because otherwise we get something nasty like this. Okay, so it stopped loading. It definitely fetches the right thing, that's for sure. The problem is that when you create something, it doesn't do it properly. But let's first fix this part. I'll just create an interface user which has a username and a user ID. I think it will break everything now, but yeah. Okay. No equal. Yes. So we have a user. Actions. Payload is a user. Okay. And inside the state Oh, why do I have this? Where is direction state user? Okay, so when I log in, I send. Okay, so username and user. No, it's just ID. Actually, this is sub and this is nickname. Right. This is user. I guess we need to export it from here. So what do we do? Okay. Use context, because now we have to look where do we use the context, because here we only use dispatch. Here we use could take even more the ID, so we could destructure more, but no. Think user should be user ID. Okay, so that's it. Inside here, user is user just ID. Selected channel, have the user ID. Main context, selected channel. Okay. Yeah, I guess this is how we create the channel name, but I guess we should do it by nickname rather than ID. So what we've done so far is not needed, but it's good to have it still, to have both the user name and the ID. So here this is actually not a problem, because this was the ID and this is the other ID. So yeah. Okay. Yes, here we need user.id. Same thing here. So this is kind of like not very useful refactoring, but it's ID string. Okay. ID. So let's see. Have here. Okay. Targeted all of them. Okay, this one, current user ID, that's this. That's a different story. Okay, I guess if we save, it should work. Or not. What's the problem? Store tsx. String is not assignable to type user. Oop. Where do we have this? Site store. Okay, I guess that's the initial one. Initial store. I guess we can do it like this. And okay, I don't follow exactly where. Store context. Okay, context. Interface context. So what's the problem here? What if I put any? Okay, so that's string or username is not assignable to type string. Okay, so the initial okay, so we should parse it, I guess. So when we put it into the local storage, we need to do this. And when we put it, do something like this. Okay. Okay, sorry. So I guess here in this case, we can do this. So copy it and put it like this. Not equals null. Oh, come on. I mean, how many checks do I need to do to make it right? Check membership. Okay. That's join DM. Line 72. Okay. Create DM channel. Okay, that's not what I wanted to focus on. Where is this? Join DM channel. So it was in the same one. Oh, that was not the same one. 83. Oh. Hello, Lumi. Hello. Welcome. Sorry, I'm too concentrated to... I didn't see that you typed something in the chat. Okay, so coming back. Glad that you joined the stream, and I hope you liked it. And I hope I can fix this and show something more interesting than fixing user-related stuff. So join DM component. Join DM component line. Okay, I have this. Anything else crashing? Yes, no. Unexpected. Okay, so inside store we can do this, I guess. Okay, I guess I need to clear because it's object. Let's try it again. Okay, now it's fine. Selected one, random, 3 members. Is it Heroku deleting some data from it? Because I thought that there is more inside here. Well, I don't know. Anyhow, I would like also this one to fix, but now since we have the username, we can already replace it. So could say John Doe. I look for where it is, and since we now have it into the store, we can fix it. So that would be, do we have? Yes, that's their dot username, right? And this one, message John Doe. We could do something inside here. The placeholder. Actually, yes, we can. In this one, how is it called? Name. Okay, so that this one has a name. I mean, for now, we could put it like this. Message to in and we could come up with a better solution once we put more data into the store. So message to in selected channel dot that's name, right? Or what? Or we don't have inside the store. What is this, a string value? No, should be fine. Object, it's possibly no. Okay, makes sense. Select the channel like this. Okay, if I spell it right. So message to in general, message to in random. Okay, that's nice. I think we do need a logout button, right? This is misaligned. I don't like this one. And I don't get why it's loading so much. Is like Auth0 doing something and I'm not aware of? Because this is pretty annoying. Never mind. So we need the logout button, which I think for now I'll just put it here. And maybe we can look like, because right now everybody it's online. Like you see the status here. So if we check this, status is online, but I would like to create a rule here or a hook or something that when you log out, I change your status in Hasura. So probably we could do something like this, but first we need to create a logout button. Okay, so where was it? Main content header sidebar. So in the sidebar, can just, do we have a button or something? Let's create a button. React Native. Why do I have React Native here? Okay. Just an unstyled button. Logout. Okay. And well, how do you log out from this thing? So it's Auth0 single spa. Guess we need to put something into the store related. Okay. Logout. Auth0 logout. And I guess Auth0 is this thing, right? So what we need to put inside the store is basically this thing. No, okay then. Since this is top level, we don't have much choice, so we need to put it inside the store. So where do we have type? It's Auth0. It's of type any, I guess. And Well, I was thinking, because this we repeat them. Probably we can extract it, but for now I would say I would just put here Auth0. I know that's not the username, but okay. We put this for now to any. This one here. So basically, when you do this inside the store, dispatch the action, initial store value is Auth0 null. So basically, do we have Lodash? I think we do have. So we need to omit the object basically. So we need to omit Auth0 from the user object. So from Lodash, I would say that I need omit. Okay, so inside here, where do we put it into the store? So we do this omit. Okay. And what we want to omit is the property Auth0. So how omit works is that you pass the object and what you don't want to include, and returns what you're interested in. So inside this, you can do this. So so the user is again omit action payload Auth0, and we do does it return something and not 0 up calls. Basically we can do this object assign an empty object and action.payload Auth0. We could have used pick, for instance, from action.payload. Payload, this is not a user, is actually we need type user payload. Yeah, well, it's actually an interface which extends user, and then you have Auth0 as any. So this one is actually user payload, and then everything should work fine, I guess. So for the sidebar, can just take Auth0. I just wonder because it's not really any. So this is Auth0 client. So basically inside the store, you can replace this with Auth0 client. So that means that inside the sidebar, we can say on click Auth0 logout. Right. So if we save, yeah, indeed, Ruby. I was thinking about that. That is the iframe, because basically how they do it, it's as far as I know, they load an iframe and somewhere here. Yeah, this is the iframe from Auth0. In order to check whether you're authenticated or not, and they validate the tokens and everything. So probably it's something with this thing. But yeah, I'm not sure. But thanks for clarification. Yeah, it is indeed. It is probably what you said. So what's the problem here? Type of property Auth0 or incomplete type null is not assignable. Store line 20. Line 20. Auth0. Okay, so we can start. This is Auth0 client, and it could be null. Then inside the sidebar, most probably it will start complaining, but we can do like this. Payload props user. Property Auth0 is missing in type user. Okay, so store 79. Yeah, well, the props is user payload actually. That's not the best. Okay, now we have this ugly logout button. And if I click logout, Auth0 logout is not a function. Okay. I wonder why. What happens if I refresh? Okay, so it didn't log out, did it? What cookies do we have? Okay, so it seems that it is authenticated and everything. So, well, as a matter of fact, this shouldn't be this simple. Here, like we should clear the local storage and everything. So basically, it will have to clear of current user and select channel. So yes, it's a bit more than just calling logout method, but I don't understand here. Auth0 logout. What's inside here? Okay. Again, this import, which I don't get, I don't need. Okay, so what do we have? We have options, domain URL. Oh, okay, I guess I'm not passing. I do pass. Does it have a proto? Yes. Client ID. Okay, one time is null and then it's fine, but it doesn't have the properties that I'm interested in. Am I not passing the right thing? I do pass the right thing, so probably so create Auth0 client. Again on pop-up, get user. Okay, Auth0 single spa. I know that they were having some example. React. Okay. Logout. Configure. So they put into context some stuff which comes from the Auth0 client. Okay, so don't see. So Auth0 client, use state, init Auth0. Okay. How can we make it work? Well, definitely Auth0 client. But this, where does it come from? Okay. Maybe I can do something else. I can just put the logout. So I do logout and I do Auth0 dot logout. Let's try like this. And probably this has to be renamed. Okay, inside the store we need to remove this logout. Okay, it is like this. Fine. Just logout. Okay, we have an error here. Payload. This is logout, which is a function. It's the same thing as here. Okay. What's the problem? Auth0 is declared here. It's a function. Okay. So now if I do this and then I go into the sidebar, of course throws an error because I want the logout function. Don't need this one. And I would probably call it like this. So let's see. User is defined. Okay. Logout is not a function. Why? This is an object, but wait a minute. So this is my initial value, and this empty object is passed from here. Ah, okay, I know why. Because inside the store I shouldn't do an object assign. Should just do this. Probably that was the problem why it didn't work. Cannot read property options of undefined. Okay, that's much better. But what the problem is, I cannot really get it, so let's Google it maybe. What is this? Auth0 single spa or whatever. Cannot read options of undefined. So okay, so what's the applications, add-on settings? Maybe I haven't configured the logout URL. No, that's fine. What do they say about logout? Saw something here. Return to query param, blah blah blah. Okay, so what did I do differently? But I guess if I refresh, am I logged out? No. Application. Yeah, I'm not logged out. So yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't have cloned it. But now I don't clone it and it gives me this options thing, which I don't know what it is. I understand that it's problematic to this part. Yeah, indeed, it might not be bound to this. Yeah, indeed, you're right. So I think I'll put back the what do you call it? Auth0 inside store. I think I would just put this, which is actually an object. Okay. I will have to rename them, but I'll put it as any here. Do I have another logout? Okay, this is fine. Fine. Ah, okay. This is, you can put it like this. Pam pam pam. Yeah, this is not a function. Yeah, indeed, I should bind it, but I'm wondering that whether this would work. So, where is it? Logout, not logout. Okay, that seemed to work. Which is fine. So, for that, I would actually need logout to be called Auth0. In the end, it's Auth0 client. Auth0 client. Okay. Or no. So that we can start with this. Good. First thing first, this. Auth0. And I call Auth0. Zero. Same thing here. Okay, so this one is fixed, this one is fixed. Probably we won't need this anymore because we have Auth0. So I don't see the reason why we should put anything inside the local storage. Because we would fetch it anyway from Auth0 when it loads. So this one is not needed anymore. Yes, this one we still need it. So I guess we could do something for when you log out maybe, but that's a different story. So at least I think we are fine, but here I think we need to call this Auth0. Right. So let's save everything and okay, user logout, okay. Sidebar Auth0. This one we don't need it. Auth0. That won't be null. Okay. So let's see. If I log in, test1 at test.com. It's called 1, 2, 3, 4 ABCD exclamation mark. Okay, that works. And then if I log out, it works fine. What I want now is to do that part with the rules, that it sets here the status to be offline. So maybe I can create a rule, allow access, or it's maybe a hook, I don't know, hooks, let's see. Client credential post user registration pre user registration. No, I'm not interested in that one. I hope I can do this. So enrich profile. Defactor guardian debugging. So let's try Auth0 rule on logout. Maybe if I don't manage to do this, easier application of restriction when using it's nice to keep rules. Okay, but I've opened this one in our React App API. Okay. To be honest, I think I'll just run a mutation myself from the application, but this do you know if there is a rule to, or I don't know, like on login? Persistent attributes, add roles, all picture, enrich. I don't want access control, webhook. Track logins. Okay, so there are some webhooks here, but create hook. No. Client credentials exchange. No, that's not what I want. If not, I'll just Auth0 rules on login maybe. And let's try it on Google. Maybe it's DuckDuckGo sometimes doesn't provide. Thank you for signing up. Thank you for signing up. Very much appreciated. Pre-reg. Okay. Okay, so I wonder if I create an empty rule. Try this rule. I just wonder, does it get called? How do you implement your how old I am? I'm 28. Yeah, I'm 28. I can try to do this maybe. Let's try, because we have the mutation, and I can try maybe to do the mutation is not an insert. So not insert, update user. Okay, where? ID equals blah blah blah, and okay. And what do we need for? Do we do an update? That's the question. Set status to be online or what? Something like this. So let's try something like this. I think if I copy this rule, okay, insert user. this function is appended here. It's really weird. I'll call it set on status change. Just wonder. Try this rule. Connection Auth0 scope user agent logins count. Can I detect whether he logged in or not inside the context? See attributes of the context. The name of the connection, connection strategy, protocol. Do we have something to detect whether it's logout? No. Where does it look for? User object, maybe. But that's created email, identities, last login. The rule executes after login. Okay. So can we so there is no way to do it, I think. Here. No. I think I'll just drop it for now, because I would better do what do you call it, the authentication part. So this, we throw it away. I will investigate it as a matter of fact to see if we can do something, but I think we are moving too slow, so I want to push it a bit further. Oh. Don't need this, do we? Did I have it before here? Don't think so. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, now I figure out. This is the callback, I think, of testing. It's an indentation problem, so yeah, this is fine. Okay, I guess this is fine. I can look on how we can do Hasura permissions Auth0. Use GWT, tam. Hasura approach. Yeah, I guess we need to define, but I haven't thought very well at this point. Every single thing. I think the only thing which I would implement as a permission for now is the message part. Like, I would like to permissions. We have this and we have the user one, which should be able to insert. Okay, without any checks. Delete permission. I'll try it again. User. Insert. Custom check, probably here we can do user ID something. But we say like this, without any checks. To body and user ID, the channel ID, I guess, and it should be okay. For select, we want this. We want to be able to select everything. We should see. Okay. And update and delete is not permitted. Yes, I'm using Graphql subscriptions. Here. Well, I'm using a query and then I'm using subscribe to more. And this is how I do subscriptions mainly. I don't think I use in any other one directly subscriptions, so I basically use query and then here I use subscribe to more to fetch more data. So yeah. Okay, so we have this part. Just want an example of a claim. These two. So where can I add this claim? Demo. Boom, 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 boom. Authorized query. You are logged in. Okay. Think I would rather take another one because add custom JWT claims. Auth0 navigate rules and the following rules to your. Okay. Fine. So one more rule. Yes, Hasura is really interesting. I mean, it's a very, I think it, no, I don't think. I'm sure that it does compile whatever GraphQL schema you have in here to Postgres SQL statements. So you have something which is very performant, and then you can run, you have mutations and query out of the box. If you just create a model like this, you just have to create like a table, and then all the queries and mutations are created for you, and you have subscriptions out of the box. You can do a lot of permission stuff. You can add remote schemas, and this is for sure we're gonna add some remote schemas here, and you can do some sort of event-based system triggering. I will do something like this with Algolia because I want to do the search for the messages, and I want when you add a message to be added in Algolia, so you could create like an event like this. So yeah, I would definitely recommend Hasura. Yeah, it is pretty slick and it's really nice. Feel free to try it. I really like it, and I mean the documentation is pretty good, and you find lots of tutorials. Also on internet you see this, well, this one is from their blog. It's about Vue.js, but it applies to everything. I also had some issues with it, and I contacted them on Discord, and they were very happy and very eager to help. So yeah, I cannot recommend them more than, I mean, they're very, very nice and they do a very good job. So what do I have to do? I have to copy this thing and create a new rule. Rules, create rule, empty rule, JWT claim, do this, cons namespace, default role, okay. Okay, we have this rule. Go to this. Thank you for subscribing, Tsok. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'll continue doing this series about the Slack clone, and we'll see after that what we can build together. It's basically, I know React and Typescript, but I didn't know Hasura up front, I didn't know style components, I didn't know Auth0, how it works, so I just learned by trying to do this. Enter Auth0 domain name. Okay, what's the Auth0 domain name? This is. So, you have this, generating, very nice. Okay. Enable JWT mode on Hasura. Okay. Hasura GraphQL JWT secret. Okay, so settings, reveal, Hasura JWT, how was it called? GraphQL JWT secret. Okay, I'll just copy it because for sure I will butcher it. I'll type it. Come on. A. Copy it. Add. What else do I need to do? Enable. Create a Auth0 rule. Yeah, I did this. Okay. Authenticated query. Okay, this is view, but user ID, this one. I need this part. I hope it's gonna work. I only want to try it, so inside here. Okay, but I thought that I said with custom check. ID equals how do I think it was the opposite way. User ID equals x Hasura tantam. So I think I got it right. No? X Hasura. Okay. We have this column insert. No. Wait. I don't want to do anything on the user level. No, delete permissions. Well, I haven't even created them. I wanted to do for the message, sorry. So we have this. We have with custom checks. User ID equals this. Okay, so normally now I shouldn't be able to create messages if I don't have this header assigned. So now let's see how I can add it. We go to the input, select. I guess you can select everything, you cannot update and you cannot delete with the user one. Yeah, well, all what I did using Express, but I never did it using Auth0. So yeah, I just wanted to give it a try. I tried once. It's the one called from. I used Cognito from AWS, and that worked fine. But I think this one is more. How should I call it? Feature rich, and it's better for the. If you want to use it as a developer to try it, like the free plan is way better than the one on Cognito. Currently, I have an error here. Or not. Submit message. I think we need to add headers. Can we add headers? Add headers to Apollo mutation. I know I did it here. Where did I set the headers? So how do I set the headers? Set custom headers. Polo mutation. GraphQL. Okay. But I don't know where I should put client context. I guess it's an object. No. What is it inside React on change? Input. Let's look on the mutation on the poll. Headers. On props or sending information. Okay, so I can put headers here. I don't know. Should I try like this? How is it in? I don't get it. How can I set the headers? How do they do it in React here? Hasura React Auth0. Okay, okay. X Hasura user ID. Okay, okay, okay. That one. Okay, okay. Headers. Okay, get headers. But where do I put the headers? Make Apollo client method. And where is that? Make Apollo client method. Do you know how to do that? How to add a custom header? Change default header inside the React shell. Okay. What do I need to do this? This is Graphql, isn't it? React Apollo. Is this version 1 of Apollo? Outside of the mutation. And where, I mean, I only want to set it for this mutation and not to all of them. Like I don't want to add it here, for instance. Okay, so I guess they do it like this, but reset store. Okay. I guess we can, but it's not always available, so I wonder how do they do it. And that's the only time when they call this method. Okay. Top. Okay. Authorization. Okay, yeah, but we could do this. But can I do something like this? HTTP link request headers? No. Yeah, but you see here in Hasura, you could either you send it with this, with the admin secret, which has the most permissions, like it's like root user. You can do, you see, you can do everything with the root user as long as you put this inside the header. But then if you add another header like authorization or something, or user ID or something, then yeah, you can do less stuff. Like you do something which is related to this permission, for instance. Like in our case, we would only be able to insert and select. But I'm not entirely sure how to do it. Okay. Why is this photo with this guy? I don't. Okay. X Hasura. Okay, that's what we did. Yeah, okay, that link doesn't exist. Oh. Okay, that's really funny. Yeah, thanks for giving me this link, but yeah. Yeah, it seems like you create one, but I wonder because wait, let's see how the guys from Hasura, because I think they do have a tutorial themselves. Hasura Auth0 React. Look, they have here something. You too. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. I hope I'll catch you next time. Okay. We did this. Okay, but this is just everything. Everything happens in the browser inside the console, but I want. You know what? I think I will. I'll just leave it as such and try to figure out, do a bit of research and show it to you. Like, I think I will do it. I'll do another stream tomorrow and I'll try to figure out until then how to do it, because yeah, I mean, we didn't advance too much. We did the logout and we didn't do. Maybe I can find a rule for login logout, but yeah, today we didn't get too far as far as I'm concerned. And maybe would be good to, maybe I can figure out what's wrong with these things as well. No, well, what if I create a channel, test channel. So the subscription is, I don't know, when a subscription is not working or something. I will have to dig into it again, see what's the problem here, maybe figure out some rules stuff regarding login logout, and then how they make a difference between the authenticated user and the non-authenticated user, if there is a way. And yeah, if not, then I guess I will have to do what Tisok said. Use this. Having two clients maybe to do different calls, because I don't want everything to go through. I mean, now okay, it's not perfect because it goes through with the admin user key, which is not okay, but I don't want to restrict everything to go through the user key, because I want something to, some parts to be more restricted, and while others a bit more relaxed, maybe a different role here. So I'm not sure, but anyway, thank you very much to all for staying so long. Thanks for all the guys who subscribed and commented on the chat. I hope you like it, and I wish you a very nice evening, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow or next time when I'm gonna do it. Thanks. See you.